Finding a community for Warhammer Fantasy Battles. Hello everyone and welcome back to the Great Book of Grudges. My name is Nathan and today we're going to continue our How to Play Warhammer Fantasy Battles series. As many of you are aware, Warhammer Fantasy Battles is not currently supported by Games Workshop after being destroyed in an event known as the End Times. Since then, a new game has spawned from it known as Age of Sigmar, but many people still play Warhammer Fantasy Battles worldwide, and it has increased in popularity worldwide ever since the release of games such as Total War Warhammer and Vermintide, and obviously with a recent announcement from Games Workshop themselves that they plan to revive the setting in one way, shape or form known as the Old World. I myself have seen the channel swell because of this announcement, and I've been flooded with questions regarding where to find players by various people in the channel, on the Discord and Facebook and so on, so I wanted to make this video as part of the series in hopes of helping you guys find a community. It is important to note that it looks like the main concentration of players is in Spain, the UK, Australia, and the United States of America, but there are pockets around the world. The best examples to find communities would be Reddit and Facebook. There is a rather large Facebook group which is quite active, to be honest. I'm a part of it myself, and it's got loads of lovely players across the world who host tournaments and they link up to separate groups themselves. I'll link that in the description below. Honestly, these are the best ways to actually try and find other players, but I would also recommend going to independent hobby retail stores. You're not going to find many Warhammer Fantasy Battle players in Games Workshop stores, unfortunately, due to the fact that it's no longer supported. You can play them in stores as far as I'm aware, but I'm not imagining that many people who work in official Warhammer stores are all too aware of how active the community for Warhammer Fantasy Battles is around their area. I myself found my local community through a local independent hobby store, but then I started branching out, going into Spain, which is very close to me, and I found a lot more. Communication is key, and after going into the Facebook group, I did manage to meet a few players around my region too, so it's not too far, that some of them are just about a town over and so on. It works out very well, they are quite active, they host events, I go to these events, and it's super cool. But as I stated before, the best way to actually find a community is to be very active and look for it yourself. Honestly, go down to the description below, we've got it at the very top there, there's the link to the Warhammer Fantasy Facebook group. It's very active and you might be able to find people in your region. Also, remember, once again, go down to your local hobby stores or for the town over, because usually it's the case that you'll find someone there. It is very likely that your local hobby shop will have a WhatsApp group or a Facebook group or something where all the players around the region will play and you can actually get in contact with them and just ask a question. Maybe you'll find some Warhammer Fantasy players. But with that, my friends, we've come to the end of our video. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, might I suggest giving the video a like, or even subscribing to the channel, as it really does help us out. In the description below, we have some links to our various social media platforms, and also links to affiliate accounts where you can get Warhammer Fantasy models, and pretty much any paints, brushes, and pretty much anything to do with hobbying in general for cheaper, which also supports the channel, and really doesn't cost you anything else. So it actually is a win-win scenario for everyone. A big special thank you to the Patrons that we currently have. Their support really means the world to me, and it does help with the upkeep of the channel, like cabling and so on, so it is actually really cool. But with that, my friends, thank you so much for watching once again, and I shall see you all again very soon. Have a good day.